see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the
What's
Alec
up?
News Network.
I'm early. A little earlier than normal.
Ha! It's the Alec News
Network. Hey.
Ha!
Live streaming every week. LOL, Snap, and even CP. Happy birthday, CP. Don't see where you find me. Me and these girls pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We've been thinking about it, though. We've been thinking about giving up on you guys. Yo, we back, man. We back. Got to stream earlier today because Brazil versus Japan. Got to watch that game. Bro, this is going to be a rough week, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm watching the World Cup games live. Not live, but, as it's being broadcasted. So I'm going to figure out the schedule. So I might skip a couple days. Let me check that schedule right now. We'll check it together. It's World Cup. That only comes every 4 years. That's when Americans can enjoy football. I'm going to enjoy some football too. World Cup games. Yeah, let me enjoy the games. I won't be here streaming to you people. And FIFA and Fox, you can't stream those games unless you're, famous like, iShowSpeed. So let me see what game. I'm watching that Brazil game. I might have to watch the German game too. They rounded 32. Yeah, can you guys see that? Yeah, I'm watching that. Now, I don't know how Japan's gonna win this one. I'm going Brazil. Where's Neymar at? I'm liking. Has anybody seen those little AI videos too? I like the little AI videos. It completely rips off, Naruto and some other stuff. But it looked, would have Haaland as a Viking, and then you got Mbappe, and then you got Messi's like super strong. I like those videos, man. Them things are, now the quality's terrible, but it's the idea behind it. Okay, Germany versus Paraguay for 30. That Brazil game, I'm hard stop right before 1:00. I had to let you guys go so I can watch that. Netherlands, I'm probably versus Morocco. That might be pretty good too. 9 p.m. Okay, I should be done training. Cote d'Ivoire, Norway. That might be good. I want to see Holland. When Norway versus France, I thought Holland would go out there and battle. France versus Sweden. Ooh. I'm gonna have to watch that one. Bro, France. Have you guys been watching France? They good out there. And what's the one guy that was kind of showing up, Mbappe, a little bit? That guy's good. I'm enjoying this World Cup, man. I can enjoy some football. South Africa versus Canada. That happened yesterday. Why they show that? see what else we got. That was that was part of round of 32. Oh, okay. England versus DR Congo. That might be pretty lit. Oh, that's gonna be lit too. I might have to watch that one. Mexico versus Ecuador tomorrow 9 p.m. Jesus Christ, come on. USA. I have been watching USA games too much. I did watch one. Belgium versus Senegal. You got the colonizers versus the colonized out here. Spain versus Austria. That might be pretty interesting. Okay. Portugal versus Croatia. Come on, Portugal. Now, Portugal. What was Portugal? I don't know. I like Portugal, but man, I don't know. What were they doing in their last match versus Uruguay? I don't know. Okay, Switzerland versus Algeria. You guys know that's for CP. Shout out to CP. It's CP's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, CP. We're not going to ask how old you are. I think CP got me by a year or something. CP the scholar. Australia versus Egypt. I'm not really caring about that one. Argentina versus Cabo Verde. Ooh. Dang, that might be pretty. That's on Friday. Okay, I might have to watch that one. And Colombia versus Ghana. That might be pretty decent too. Colombia, them South American teams. Those South American teams, they be playing hard, bro. Colombia's playing hard. Okay, so that's man, this week. I'll just stream when I can, y'all, because that's some good matches, man. I'm gonna have to watch some of those matches. Some good matchups. And that's just the round of 32. And then the next week, the round of 16. Quarters, semifinals. I wish ADCC was ran like that, but they can't do all that. We ain't got the budget for all that. Can you imagine the hydration breaks, the amount of hydration breaks at ADCC? So we'll get into our stories. We got Druski, Druski, hardest working man in entertainment right now. We got Goonrod is back. And we got a lot of different stuff. What's up? Thank you, sir. Thank you to CP. Happy birthday, CP. He probably partying right now. He about 6 hours ahead of us. So it's about 16:56, which is almost about 5 o'clock over there. Clock out time over there. So hopefully we'll see him. I know I shared a story about his birthday, so hopefully he sees that. We got Miss Gabby Garcia. Some of you guys like Gabby Garcia. Now she got a heavy filter on herself right there. I just gotta warn you guys. She got the filter on. Some of you guys don't care. And honestly, some of you guys can't tell who's AI and who's not AI. I noticed that about some of you people. You can't tell who's AI. I be looking at stuff on Instagram. I'm like, that's an AI person. I can tell that stuff. But some of you guys can't tell that. It says, hey, we are asking the best athletes in the world who they think will win out the 77 kg bracket next month. Who is your pick and why? Gabby Garcia says, hey, Polaris, however you want to say it. Hard to pick with this bracket. Liera, PJ, Mateus are my picks, but I go with Liera and Sarah. Okay. That's for Polaris. That's going to be July 11th. Now Polaris, everybody's watching the World Cup. I'm pretty sure we're going to be watching the World Cup on July 11th. So it's hard to. I would not have any shows running right around this time period. This should be a dead zone, dead time, relaxed time. Because what's the point? Everybody watching the World Cup. If it's between World Cup and Polaris, I'm watching World Cup, especially round of 16, round of quarterfinal. How are you going to compete with that? Who cares, man? Who did Helena say was going to win? She says Mateus and Taylor in the finals. But it's hard to choose who's going to win that one. Now I can't. It's going to be pretty exciting when Helena reveals her boyfriend to you guys, and it's not going to be any of you guys. As long as it's not Goonrod or someone or Isaac Michelle, you know. As long as it's somebody that treats her well and takes care of the animals. Whoever gets Helena, just take care of her and take care of the animals too while you're at it. Give them some fresh water, you know, some hay, some pellets, whatever. She got a lot of animals now. You're going to have to take care of I'm thinking about 8 different animals, some horses, and rabbits. I feel like she would have some bats too. She for sure got some birds. You know she got some birds. And a cat or two. And you know them animals sleep with her too. You're going to take care of them animals. Shout out to whoever can do all that. Sarah Gaval says, perhaps Mateus or Corbry or Tommy. Now, Sarah Gaval, why didn't you pick Liera Jr.? Because he left your gym? She ain't picked no Liera. She know Liera Jr. since she was a baby, probably. And she ain't picked Liera Jr. That's crazy. So she got some not a vendetta. What's that word? What's that word I'm looking for where you don't trust someone or lose trust? Well, yeah, she don't trust Liera no more. She ain't picked Liera. She know Liera this whole about 10, 15. How old is she? She 19. She known this dude since she was about 3 years old. That's how it be though. Joseph Chin says Mateus or PJ. Now I want that Indian guy. Can they put the Indian guy that beat PJ Barch in there? That Indian guy. Where's he been? He had PJ Barch. PJ Barch was surprised. He looked like he ever was. That was the most surprised we ever seen PJ Barch. Jasmine Hosha says PJ Barch. Okay. PJ Barch. Remember, PJ Barch about 39 years old though. He need to go to Masters. Somebody said PJ. Mason Fowler said PJ as well. Baby Shark says Taylor gonna win this Grand Prix and Super Fight, and then he said Sarah Gaval. We got the Predator cast. They were that old at 87? God dang. 43, 39, 38, 35. What was that guy? Carl Weathers, he passed away. He was 76. How old was he? You're the same age? Now, if you were to go out there in that Grand Prix, PJ Barch is doing good, but I'm trying to be like Khabib. Let me stop on my peak. Which you can say I probably passed my peak as well. He's 83. That old dude's 83. Arnold 78. Oh, this is 2024. So some of these guys in their 80s. Jesus, what happened to him? What happened to this guy? Remember the guy with the big jaw? What happened to him? What was that guy's name with the big jaw? God, dog. Arnold basically looked the same, kind of. Carl Weathers, he kind of looked the same. God dang. We're jumping around. We got Japan versus Brazil. Who you guys got for the game? Let me put a little I haven't done a little what is that called? Poll. Haven't done a little poll in a minute. Let's see. Can Japan win versus Brazil in the World Cup? I'm typing. I'm typing. Thank God the typing class is back in the day. Here we go. Let you guys vote for that one. Oh, that's cool how it pops up like that. That's Mush's girlfriend right there. She says, "Let's go Japan."
How do you feel after grocery shopping?
Scam. You know what I'm saying? I came in with a budget, 3 items in. I superseded that. I came in on shopping for steak night. Now I got to settle for noodle night. Then they rearranged the store, so I couldn't find nothing. I've been in the grocery store longer than expected. So yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed.
All right, so how do you plan to budget better next time?
Still a little bit. You know what I mean? Theft, fast. stop eating, you know, no consumption. Find somebody with food stamps that's doing better than 7,400. Find one of your vulnerable female workers, you know what I'm saying? Get close to her, play on the mind a little bit, so I can get some discounts, just to make it make sense, because it don't make sense right now.
That's
you know
smart.
what I'm saying? I done use 3 different cards just to pay for my groceries. You know what I mean?
That's smart.
All right, thank you for your time.
All right,
I
man.
have to do that. I have to do all of that. He said he gonna smooze up. I can't even speak right. He gonna smooze up the grocery girl. That's something LL Snap would do. But those groceries are for real. It's hard to compete when you gotta pay for groceries. Do I sign up for IBJJF or ADCC Open, or do I eat groceries or eat food for the week? That be your food budget for the week. When you sign up for IBJF, that's $200 right there. When you add your membership and you register for the tournament plus your membership fee, that's $200. You could have got some groceries for that. I'm being honest. Sometimes you can't even afford to get out to the tournament. If it's on the West Coast, you gotta fly. If you're on the East Coast, you fly out to West Coast, that's about $500, $600, $700 right there. Hotel, yeah, you got some good money. East Coast a little bit easier, you know. We could travel a little bit better on East Coast. What was this? Oh, that's sad. It says former NFL star Chris Johnson reveals ALS diagnosis. Okay, damn. And your last of your money with the acai. Yeah, I forgot about that. You got to make sure you save some money, at least $25 for the acai. That's for one acai. And God forbid you got a wife and kids. If you got a wife and 2 kids, that's $100 right there. Once you pay for that $25 acai, and you get your granola in there, and you know all the your peanut butter, they be charging you out. They be charging you too much money for a little dab of peanut butter. Why the bowl was $10 and now it's $25 when you added some peanut butter? That peanut butter, that little scoop of peanut butter shouldn't have cost you that much. And they put some goji berries and stuff in there. Oh no. You can waste some money on some acai over there, man. And you still gonna be hungry. Acai don't fill you up. You still gonna be hungry. And God forbid you drop some acai on your ghee, your white ghee. If you get that acai on your white ghee, and if you go to Worlds, you know they have the bleachers. They used to not let you have acai in the bleachers because people would drop that acai. It was stain up everything, stain up the floor, stain up everything. So you used to have to sneak your acai out the acai section, sneak it into the stands. You know, and if you get that acai on something on your white ghee, that's it. It's over for you. What did Elon Musk say? He says Mackenzie Scott's $26.3 billion in charitable donations is making the world worse. Who do you think's making the world worse between Mackenzie Scott, Mackenzie Bezos, and Elon Musk? Are they that strict for ghee stains? Well, I mean, you can't compete with no ghee. You can't compete with no acai stain. Don't eat acai before your match and get stained up. They won't let you go in there with the stained ghee. You're saying they used to be. I haven't been out to California in a minute for Worlds. I need to go. But if I had to choose between who, I trust Mackenzie Scott over or Mackenzie Bezos over Elon Musk any day. I don't trust no Elon Musk. Now, ask Elon Musk where he spent his money. Didn't he give a lot of money to Trump? Mario Lopez says he just wants to train.
I mean, he's a down-to-earth, cool guy. Obviously trains jiu-jitsu, competes. So it would be an honor just to train and to hang with the dude. So I'm a big fan. That'd be
This
fun.
thing about you fighting him or sparring with him has been going on for a while, because I was visiting my cousin like a year and a half ago, and his neighbor asked me when you were going to fight Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
So you got to do it eventually.
No, yeah. Well, I just want to train with him. He just seems like an awesome guy.
And
Leave him, and he's a down to earth, cool guy. Obviously, trained jiu-jitsu, compete. So
let him fight and put it on CJI or something. ADCC, you guys should have done. Well, they ain't got no money to do all this. ADCC bankrupt. I'm joking. Or maybe I don't know. I don't know what their finances is. All these corporations are privately owned. You don't know what the marketing budget, the whatever the budgets are for all this stuff. You don't know. We don't know. Now I don't think they're making a profit, but I could be wrong. Somebody said once Dom did this, we all knew the Fast and Furious franchise was going downhill. I am still trying to watch all the Fast and Furious movies. I've been trying to do this marathon, Fast and Furious marathon, for a couple years with Uncle Dave, but we just cannot get this down. We watch every movie except for Fast and Furious. Wait, that's realistic. Gordon Ryan said he can do all that.
Clocks on the pack, I try to be test. Tell the pussy niggas stay on that extra. Big ass patty, I sell like the sound. Diamond necklace, then I drop the channel. Locked off,
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
This was the moment, man.
you can do that.
This was the moment where they was just like, we just don't give a damn. We're going to play in y'all faces, and y'all going to show up to the movie theater regardless. Now, I can't remember if this was before or after Dom stomped on the concrete and collapsed the whole shit just from one stomp with some work boots on. I can't remember if it was before or after that. But this right here, I'm going to crash my car, fly off, catch Letty in midair. Never mind the fact that once I grab her, we should have been dead from blunt force trauma right there as we hug. Then he lands on the windshield and just absorbs the impact. That was the moment they was just like, we don't give a damn about y'all. Y'all keep showing up. And we just gonna do whatever. Then they went into space. They sliding missiles up by hand. It's just been crazy ever since. But that moment right there, in real life, Dom would have hit that rail, flew off the side. Letty would have flew across the bridge, face first into the windshield. They'd have both been dead. And then we'd just been like, oh shit, roll credits. But nah, man. He gonna time it perfectly, catch her in midair, and then land, use his shoulder to, absorb the impact. And then family. It's all about family. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. In a fake reality.
Oh, it's not real. What was this?
Let's go ask my Japanese Brazilian family who they'll be rooting for tomorrow. Brasil ou Japão?
Ah, amanhã é Brasil, né?
Brasil?
Lógico.
Look 100%
Brasil ou
Japanese,
Japão?
but,
Brasil,
Brazilian.
Brasil, Brasil. Tio, Brasil ou Japão?
USA! USA!
Tio, tá o jogo errado. Brasil ou Japão?
Qualquer um dos dois.
Brasil or Japan?
Brasil, ziu, 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 ziu.
Brasil ou Japão?
Japan.
Brasil, vamos!
Dang.
Brasil ou Japão?
Dang. All the
Brasa!
Japanese people. What happened
Brasil
to
ou
my Japanese? Oh, they're
Japão?
Brazilian.
Japão.
There we go.
Mãe, Brasil ou Japão? Brasil! Brasil ou Japão?
Brasil, porque terra que me acolheu.
Let's go ask my Japanese Brazilian family.
Dang, they basically that happened to me. You go to Japan, you're gonna meet some Japanese Brazilians. Look, 100% Japanese, don't speak Japanese, and they all they speak is Portuguese. Crazy. I believe Brazil has one of the biggest Japanese populations too. Look at all our Japanese Brazilians. We got the Miao brothers, Murasaki, Nagais, all these people. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Tarek. He got first place in Brazil. Now, my Brazilians don't really defend leg locks that well. If you know leg locks and you go to Brazil, If you know leg locks, you go to Brazil. That's kind of a cheat code. That's kind of cheating, really. You go out there. They still a little bit behind. They about 20 years behind the leg lock game in Brazil over there. So him and Pavel, I think they went over there, took some legs off. It says David Carr and Aaron Brooks Gold Rush Summer Camp. All right, how much is that going to be? $70? Okay. Now, the thing with wrestling camps, they be going on forever, bro. The wrestling camps, it says 8 to 10, then there's a break, then 10 to 12. They always do, like, you be in those wrestling camps all day. When you do a wrestling camp, you stuck in there all day. You can't get out of there. That's the good pricing. I paid about $200 for a RBY once. And then you got Aaron Brooks. He got in trouble, though. Spirit of Justice, why you say that? Are you Japanese Brazilian too? Yeah. Spirit of Justice, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with Spirit of Justice over there? He said, "What's up, Sarah? We early today. I'm watching that game, so around 1 o'clock, before 1 o'clock, about 12:59 around 12:59, I'm gonna jump off of here and go watch the Japan versus Brazil game. The people here are cocky. Well, listen, you're practically Brazilian now, so those are your people. Brazil Japan is a new combo, I heard. This is for Sarah. It says Krispy Kreme donuts. Heck.
Oh, let's make Krispy Kremes. ASMR.
Krispy Kreme.
So in all fairness, this is not the usual MO. You're not adding fat stuff to even fatter stuff, but it's still thick neck energy, and I will indulge. But I found a way to make it fatter. I got a Krispy Kreme donut and a Krispy Kreme cinnamon bun.
Did you guys notice the Krispy Kremes got smaller and they don't taste as good? Just wanted to bring that up. I'm not sure if that's inflation or deflation. Definitely not deflation. But man, they got smaller and they don't taste as good and they got more expensive.
Let's get started. Okay, so we got our skillet on low. We have the donut in a cinnamon bun, cream side down, and we're gonna just let this go until we start to hear a sizzle. I'll be back. So I don't know if you hear that. Can you hear that? Oh, we sizzling. We doing.
You know, Sarah hate all this kind of stuff.
I don't even know how to like judge if
That's
they're
why I
done. I think when we get like a little brown on them, no brown yet.
Look at Sarah.
So we do got a little bit of
Sarah
brown
can't
on
even
here.
eat
I am
that.
going to flip. And I did end up turning the heat up to medium, so maybe
What you eat when you want something sweet, Sarah?
We're almost done. Guys are innovating diabetes at this
It was
point.
worth shot.
Okay, so they're stuck to my plate.
What was bad about it?
Me. Oh, guys.
Look at that thing.
I don't know why mine
Remember Krispy
deflated,
Kremes used
but
to be
I am going
big?
to rock with it. The smell coming off of this
That
is
thing-
almost like the
thing-
richest pancake you've ever come across. Going in. That's fire. Absolute fire. Fire. Almost
got no
imagine
taste
a
buds.
donut tongahulu. If you don't know what a tongahulu is, look it the hell up. Go touch some grash. I can't even say a word right. And that caramelization, it brings a deeper richness, almost a nuttiness to it. Wow. But this big girl. Let's see what we're looking at. I'd be surprised if this didn't go Superman stupid. My whole kitchen smells like a Cinnabon right now. Go on there. What? It's like French toast, a honey bun,
got no
and a
good taste
cinnamon bun,
buds.
and a fucking baby.
He ain't
Why is
got
it
no
like
good taste
eggy?
buds.
Why is it eggy like French toast? It's literally almost like custardy at this point.
That
I
don't
hope
even
you
look
see
good.
that custard coming out of it. Where the fuck is the secret?
You know, that stuff, when you go to Europe or somewhere, you got to get those, I'm not going to pull it up. But when you go to like a real bakery or something, man, there's a huge difference between Krispy Kreme and like a real, it's too sweet. There's a big difference. Like if you go to a real bakery, you can taste the difference in, all their stuff. Yeah, I ain't wasting my money on Krispy Kreme. Druski, did anybody watch the BET Awards? I watched the BET Awards for the first time, mostly to support Druski, and he did a pretty decent job. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the BET Awards. Now, they had more commercials in the World Cup. They had too many commercials. They had so many commercials and sponsor ads, and it was a lot though. But it was cool. They honored a lot of people like D'Angelo and Tiana Taylor. Who else got honored? One of the ladies that was an executive for a lot of different, music companies. It was. I enjoyed it. Now I had to tap out. I got kind of late for me. But shout out to Druski. Druski did a good job, man.
Every legend starts with a dream.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill. Yeah, you're right. Lauryn Hill. I missed that.
Get your ass up. It's time to dance.
Damn it, Tito! How many times I gotta say this? 1, 2 step.
The untold story of Joe Jackson.
But we just want to play with the other kids.
You ain't regular kids, man. Jackson 5. Wake up, dance. Go to sleep, dance. Fix your face, man. On the top.
5, 6, 7.
Didn't I tell y'all? Practice the steps. It's step, snap, step.
Dad, I thought it was step, clap, snap.
Childhood is nothing without fatherhood.
What are you doing, Joe? You can't keep doing this, Joe.
Somebody gotta teach these boys how to be a man.
I'm tired, Joe. Those boys are tired, Joe.
Well, you can leave.
If I'm leaving, I'm taking my boys with me.
Ain't nobody taking my boys out this house.
A father's love
I
has
don't
no
think they used to drink
limits.
wine back in those days. I could be wrong though.
Why can't we go and play with the kids in the park?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody playing with those kids in the
Yeah.
park.
God damn.
Michael!
Couldn't catch
Get
up.
back here!
Kids too fast.
Life in the 1960s, where you could get away with just about anything.
How was school, Jackie?
It was good. I
50s and
finally
60s,
started passing
right?
my classes again.
Jackie got a girlfriend.
Ain't y'all worried about selling records?
Calm down, Joseph. You're scaring the boys.
Talking about
Where
hit
the girls
records.
at?
Who done made a hit record in this house? Hit records! Y'all gonna make a new life for
I
me.
don't think Joe was drinking like
Tired of
that.
dancing.
You want me to take this belt off? Fix your face, Michael.
I think
Before I fix it for you.
Guys
The
back in
boys
the day were
are
drinking
saying-
hard liquor. They weren't drinking no wine.
My boys!
That's like
Follow his rise. Understand his
when
genius.
you poured back in the day, you didn't really break stuff like that.
Get back in here. It's time for rehearsals.
Experience his greatness.
You couldn't break stuff back in
Y'all
the day.
gonna arrest me for doing my job?
That furniture was
okay,
made
so
out of
I'm
real
trying
wood
to
back
take
in
off
those
Joe out the
days.
house.
You hurt
Whooping
yourself
my boy's ass.
flipping over
It's
the table.
showtime. Woo! I gave y'all all I got.
Joe.
They put a belt.
Joe, can we get ice cream after this?
Coming to theaters this fall.
That's pretty funny, Druski. Now that furniture back in the day was made out of real wood, so you probably hurt yourself. If you kicked the table back in those days, especially if you had a big family, I'm sure that table was a big wooden table. You try to flip that, you might hurt yourself. All that furniture is made out of wood, like this chair right here. This thing solid. If I kick this thing, I hurt my elbow. So you can't break that furniture back in the day. And they didn't have no IKEA back in the day. Somebody had to hand make that furniture. What is this?
This is where my mama said.
Oh, I don't know if we can play that one. Tony Baker. Oh, Carter Starachi, Zesty Starachi wins amateur boxing debut. Can we see that? Where was that at? Round 3 TKO for Carter Starachi. Let me see if we can find that real fast. I don't know if we're going to watch Druski's new show. Probably. I don't want to invest in watching that. Carter Starachi. Oh, there we go. Somebody else was looking that up. Where his boxing at? We can't find his boxing match. I don't know what this kid's up to, man. He, the first 5-time NCAA wrestling champion, but doesn't make me you're a good person. They ain't got no pictures from the amateur bout. Oh, here we go. Don't make me log in. shoot. Okay. They do have a picture of him holding looks like a belt made out of paper. Shout out to Carter Starachi, you know. He's a little zesty, but you know, he's nothing we can do about that. What is this?
UFC fighter right here in Vancouver. I'm Jamie Surratt.
I don't care about UFC fighters. Abe Uta, gold medal. You know, she's showing off for Mush. Now, Mush, you know you're gonna have to throw her brother. We got Miss Helen Morales. Day 1 in Yellowstone. What's up? What's up, girl? How you doing? Enjoying yourself? Okay. She getting ready for the World Championship. Okay. She out there. She's just living her best life. Shout out to her. All right, got the niece in a buffalo. Hey, buffalo. They got buffaloes over there? They got buffaloes in Yellowstone? Now, that's a little too close to the buffalo, don't you think? Let me get a little bit farther away from the buffalo. If that buffalo came over towards you, you know, that it'll get you in a couple seconds. About 30 seconds from right there to right over there. It says rapper Twista faces up to 5 years in prison after pleading guilty in case involving over $440,000 in unpaid tax. Whoa. And that dates back to 2011. So, man, you got to make sure you stay up on your taxes. Authorities allege that instead of paying the taxes he owed, Twista arranged to receive advances on future royalty payments through a third-party company to prevent the IRS from levying those funds. You know you got to pay taxes unless you're ultra rich, and then you offshore your money and you do the other stuff. Really rich people know exactly how to avoid taxes. So that is you got to pay for all that. Okay, so you might need to just fork over the $400,000 if you can manage it. We got Elo Snap's girl, his Brazilian girl. Where Elo Snap been anyway? This is the Brazilian girl. He might be sponsoring. She got that hair. Now that's real. Now that's some real Brazilian hair right there, I believe. If she took that hair off, I would be so upset if that hair came off. If she just, because I believe that's some real natural Brazilian hair right there. The hair? What you talking about, Sarah? Or the twist at $400,000? Now that's real Brazilian hair. So I'm hoping that's all real. Sarah, that looks real to me, right, Sarah? Yeah, my eyes tell me that's real. I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's real. I think. Let me pull on it. Oh no. Let me pull. You know what? You don't pull black girls' hair. That's what I've learned over my decades of experience. You don't pull no black woman's hair. You want to see some real anger? Pull a black woman's hair. You go, oh, my bad. Oh no. Trump don't pay taxes. And you know what? Trump do everything in his power. Trump be running from the law. Trump is a true American, man. That man's a felony. Don't he got felonies and stuff? He had to become president to get away with all this stuff. If he didn't become president, he would have been locked up at some point. But maybe they'll put him in the same place Epstein was locked up. And maybe they'll put him in the same cell. He had to become president so he could get them pardons, Yeah, that's true. You don't pay that. That's true. He does not pay taxes. That's true. Well, we can't see his tax records. He do everything but show his tax records. There's no way he knows his taxes. How would he? When you got that much money and moving parts and companies and stuff, he don't know his taxes. He probably got people. He got people that run everything for him. He probably don't know everything. Speaking of Elon Musk, Nicki Minaj thanks Elon Musk for saving free speech. I don't trust Nicki Minaj. I don't trust her. Where's she from? Barbados? I don't trust Nicki Minaj. You see who she be hanging out with? She be hanging out with people that don't even like her. You gotta visually inspect. I'm gonna say, I think it's real because she's kept the same hairstyle, and we've seen her competing. We've seen her compete. See, listen, you gotta see who people be hanging out with. You gotta watch who people be hanging out with. She over here, I don't know what to say. I'm not claiming her. Sarah can claim her, that's her cousin right there. It says France records record $1,000 excess deaths during record-breaking heat wave. So they ain't got no AC over there in France usually. And when you go to the grocery store, there's AC, but most of the houses are older. You just open up the window. They ain't really got no way to circulate the air unless they got a fan. But there's probably older people that get caught up in that. What's Alex up to? She out and about? Okay. Whoa. She got married? Oh, it's a different place. I forget she married. You don't be seeing a lot of these girls don't never post their husbands or boyfriends, I guess they do that on purpose. Helena might be married. Some of you people think she's 29 and married with kids, but I don't know if I believe all that. Oh, she got her husband on there. Look at him. He got the waves. All right, man. All right, Alice got the family over there. I believe they got some Filipino. There's some Filipino in there. Shout out to my Filipinos. All right, Alice, if it don't work out, come hit me up. I'll put her on the queue line with Simone Biles. Look who looks happy over here, y'all. She happy. Look who's happy over here. You ever see someone's dad get locked up and they're over here dancing and partying? Ain't that wild? Your dad locked up. You over here dancing and partying. Maybe he's celebrating. I would probably be a little bit low key. I mean, look at her, husband. I think he, did some stuff too. You gotta study people. You need to study people. That's why you didn't see her at no BET Awards. You think, bro, they would have booed her? I would have booed her at the BET Awards. The thing is, let me stop. Get too political over here. The thing is, people like Elon Musk they ain't really gonna help you when you need them. Nicki Minaj, they'll throw you under the bus once they done. I guess Mika. I don't know what to say about Mika Gaba. I don't trust none of these people, and you shouldn't trust these people either. I don't trust nobody dancing when they dead locked up like that. Marcelo says he'll be back in New York City August 3rd to the 7th for the belt ceremony. All right. Get your belt. If you can get it. She says, don't move to Houston without a car.
5 things to do when you're in the car, you could just about get it done in Houston. But baby, if you on the bus, you gotta play on one thing a day. And you gotta leave early in the morning. You do. At 8 o'clock. You ain't gonna get home till midnight. And then don't miss the bus or miss your transfer, right? Oh my God. I don't even know if it worked like that no more, but back in the day when we was catching the bus back in 1990.
Texas ain't got no infrastructure. Houston. Now shout out to Atlanta. I jumped on the bus. It's been a while since I've been on the bus. The bus was clean. AC was popping. And we got to exactly where we need to be. Shout out to Atlanta. We got our OnlyFans lady. What's she up to? We got the bikini. Okay, we're just making sure everything's safe out there. Oh, what is that? Sun oil. What is sun oil? It's for sun tanning? Hey, black people, we don't suntan like that. we do get darker, but we don't try to do it too much. All right, she got the girls out. Okay. All right. Where's the jiu-jitsu content at? Beach state. If you live in Spain, she's in France or Spain, wherever. You got to go to the beach. Now that looks pretty good. That looks healthy. Is that steak? Yeah, it looks like some steak, and I don't know what that is. Croquet. What is that called? It's like a hot pocket. What is that word for? It's like the French hot pocket, Mademoiselle something. All right. We just checking. Okay, that looks good. All right, she got the girls out, body tea, as Sarah would say. Okay, look at that bread. Now that bread, when you eat that bread over there, you feel good. Sarah can eat that bread over there and feel good. When you eat that bread over there in France or Italy or somewhere, you be feeling good. A little bit of olive oil on there, some fresh fish. That's some good food right there, man. That's some good food. That fish like that. That's some good food right there. Now, we see 2 plates, right? We see 2 plates. It could be Craig Jones on the other side. That's how you know she with her boyfriend. When you see the 2 plates in the picture. I mean, what girl's going out looking like that by herself? Yeah. Either she's going to be with her girlfriends or she's going to be with the dude. That's how it works. All right, she got the shells. Okay, we done. Okay, this is for Sarah too.
Okay, so which one are you keeping? The bed bug, the mosquito, the cockroach, or the rat? This shit is easy, man. Easy. The roach must stay
bugging the fuck out. You see? Every time I get on this app, y'all fucking lose me. I don't know what the fuck that nigga talking about.
You gotta get rid of the
nigga said
mosquito.
The roach can stay. Nigga, that is a cockroach. Pause first and foremost.
Wait a second. Let me think.
Second of all, nigga, them shits fly. That is Jeepers Creepers. What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody knows the mosquito can stay. It's summertime. You're gonna get a little mosquito bite anyways.
Okay, so which one are you keeping?
I don't know. Bed bug. I never really dealt with bed bugs. I don't know about that. You guys gotta let me know about the bed bugs. Roaches. I can let the roaches go. I can let mosquitoes go. It's between those two. The rat. You need something to experiment on with your cosmetics. We got to experiment with the rats. Mosquito, cockroach. Who should we get rid of? The mosquito bites. I do hate getting mosquito bitten. I ain't never get bitten by a roach. Who's killed more? Mosquitoes that killed more than roaches, I believe. Who's more annoying? I mean, them roaches be annoying. Yeah, them roaches. Yeah, but you can spray and get rid of your roaches. You can't spray and get rid of mosquitoes forever. That's a hard one. Sarah said mosquito. I might have to agree with mosquito. Yeah, but they don't kill you like no mosquito. The mosquito. Oh, let's look up mosquito death toll. Oh Jesus. Mosquitoes are the deadliest animals on earth. This is AI. You can't trust AI too much. Between 700,000 and 1 million deaths worldwide each year. God dang. God dog. How many roach death toll? People die from roaches. They do not directly kill humans. But there's skin, saliva. They have skin? Yeah, I guess they do have skin. Exoskeleton is a skin. Their exoskeleton, saliva, and droppings are potent allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. All right, mosquito gotta go. Yeah, but that off is, and look, Sarah. Okay, that off is chemicals on you. Spraying chemicals on yourself. let me spray this. Yeah, that's chemicals. Nah, get rid of the mosquitoes. You over here. Look, I'd rather spray some harmful chemicals on myself than get bitten by a mosquito. Now, you know what really needs to go is horseflies. Horseflies? I hate mosquitoes, but a horsefly, those things are a menace to society right there. A horsefly, if a horsefly is near you, everybody's got a problem. When a mosquito's near you, you got a problem. When a horsefly is near you, we all got problems right there. That don't work. It's like natural deodorant. It don't work. Natural deodorant and natural bug spray don't work. You be out here, be out there musty and bitten up. That ain't right. Sorry, Sarah. I got to throw you under the bus. But horseflies, I hate those things. Sarah. Y'all, Sarah be claiming that natural deodorant. Okay, Sarah, let me smell your armpit. I'm sorry. That's a scientific method, though. My bad. Now look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is evil. This is evil incarnate right here. Look at this thing. That thing, when that thing bites you, it feel like a gunshot wound. Not that I've been shot before. That thing, when that guy bites you, I'm trying to see his mouth. When he bites you, that thing, God, dog, he stick his beak in there. He just sticks his beak in there and just goes to town on you. This is the only way to describe it. He sticks his beak in your skin and goes to town. You be violated after that. That thing be all up in your arm. You look evil too. Look at that thing. That thing. You guys can't even see it. Yeah, look at that guy. He be over there. That thing hurt. We're still on the fence about the natural deodorant, you know. Sarah claims it. I don't claim it. You know what? I never heard Helena claim it either, so do with that what you will. What she got? Fat grips? Okay. Helena, cover up a little bit more for us, please. This is a family show. La 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 la.
I dare you. Let go.
All right, get it, Helena, get it. Get it, Helena. Shout out to Helena. You know, she's consistent. Pavel was tearing people's legs off.
I
think that was that the finals?
Yes.
Oh, he did. He won the absolute.
Atenção para a última chamada. Atleta Luciano Souza de Albuquerque, da Octopus. Área de aquecimento.
Dá pra estourar a pegada dele. Dá pra...
Yeah, Brazilians don't really defend leg locks too well. Oh, better tap out, bro. Now they do game the system. You know, they game the system. It says OKC Thunder guard Jared McCain singing Drake's "I'm Spent" is going viral. Why he got his nails painted like that?
Early, I swear you in New Orleans too hard. Why ain't you and all your girls falling apart? Put it on your last and you live in large.
Homie zesty, but you know, whatever. It is Pride Month. It is still Pride Month. Shout out to Pride Month. Elizabeth Clay was doing some work.
Aí, chegou mais duas agora, Alice. Chegou mais duas.
We got the gringos over there doing some work.
Tirar a vantagem aí pra poder ela ter que lutar. Ela não vai querer lutar. Aí chegou nas duas, fechou. Presta atenção, acabou aí, ela já tá.
You know, Elizabeth Clay got a Brazilian at home. Look at her braid. Look at her braid over
Caindo
there.
dela agora, vamos caindo dentro. Aí, isso. Tranquilo. Pé no quadril, esticou, pé no quadril,
I don't know about the ankle lock,
Bora,
though.
estica.
Maybe. No. Okay, that does look pretty tight.
Atenção para a última chamada. A Drill BJJ.
Oh, no.
Absoluto. Elizabeth Clay.
We already said Terry. Yeah, we already talked about that. It says the spine of a D1 football player, MMA fighter, and regular guy compared.
Ever wonder what the spine of a Division I football player looks like compared to an MMA fighter, compared to your regular everyday guy? We're going to go over that in this video. Let's start with our football player, though. Now, all these guys are born around the same time in the 90s, so this guy was born in 1997. There's three things I want you guys to pay attention to. So number one is the overall size of the bones. Primarily, I want you looking at that C1, that top vertebral segment in the spine. Number two, I want you guys paying attention to the size of the EOP, or external occipital protuberance. That's the attachment point to the traps. Typically, the more muscle or tension at that point, the bigger the EOP is going to be. Number three is going to be the alignment of the spine. So are we forward leaning or are we going to be going backwards? And actually, there's four things. I actually want you guys to look at this frontal sinus as well, at the size differences between the two. So let's start with the size of the bones. The football players, look at the size of the football player's spine compared to the other two. Primarily that C1. Let's look at the MMA fighters. You see how much smaller it is? Let's look at your everyday guy, how much smaller it is. This just shows that this guy is built different. Second, let's look at that EOP. Again, a lot of muscle attachment there. We got a big EOP. Let's look at your MMA fighter. Non-existent there. Let's look at your everyday guy. He's got a little one going on there because he works at a desk. So you're going to have more tension at that trap. So desk jobs can cause that EOP to get more intense. Let's look at alignment now. So let's look at this guy. You see how everything is pretty straight? We'd still like to see the spine have a reverse curve to it. Again, this guy works at a desk, so he's going into forward head translation a lot. Let's look at our MMA fighter. This is the big difference with the MMA fighter. This is a jiu-jitsu guy, so he's constantly getting his head torqued forward. So you can see we don't have a global forward transition. We just have it right at his torque point. Boom, right there. You can also see, you see how you have that little bit of a lip going on right there? The farther forward the head goes, the more weight is going to be on the forward portion of the spine. Your spine's going to start molding and put more bone there to support the head. Now let's look at our football player as well. You see how his globally goes forward because he's not getting cranked forward. He's hitting people going forward. Next thing, let's look at our frontal sinus. Look at the
Show me the brain scan
football
too.
player
Show me the
compared to our
CTE
other
while we're
guys.
at it.
Nice and big. Regular size,
Normal guy
regular
got
size.
normal brain
It just
function.
shows that this guy has been hitting people with his head quite a bit. And it also shows that the body is going to adapt to whatever situation you put it through. If you're hitting people for your life, you're going to have a lot bigger bones, a lot bigger frontal sinuses, a lot bigger EOPs.
Let me
and
see
you're going to
that
be leaning
CTE.
forward.
Let me see
You're
that
getting your
brain
head
scan
torqued
now.
on, you're going to have that hinge point. You're working at an office all day, you're going to start going forward, and you're going to get that increased EOP there from the tension on the traps.
I want to see that brain scan though. You think Dorian was Pavel is the only person who beat Dorian? Yeah, I think so. That and that one random dude from Dagestan. How that dude from Dagestan beat Dorian? Too bad Dorian. I don't believe Dorian can wrestle in college. You know, he made certain decisions that will keep him from wrestling in college. You know, I can't tell you what decisions he made. You're gonna have to infer from how I'm saying it. It says Bianca, Sensori, and Ye go full masquerade mode at Versailles for birthday celebration. Okay, you know, they be doing some weird stuff. All right, you know. Okay. Shout out to Kanye and his boot thing. Okay. Oh, shout out to Nia. What's up, Nia? She over here collecting medals too. She says, no gi, Brasileiro bronze. First competition back after 5 months away from competing. Lost in the semis by an advantage, which definitely stings, but I'm happy to be back out there doing what I love. Excited to keep building over the rest of the year, get back into the rhythm of competing consistently, and start feeling like myself on the mats again. Okay, shout out to her. Hey, Nia, T. That guy, DeAndre Corby, can't beat Dorian, but that Dagestan, and he beat him in the first match. Maybe I think Dorian was nervous or something. Dorian's got a good game now. If you want to beat Dorian, listen. If you want to beat Dorian, just play close guard. You tear him up. If you play close guard on Dorian, you tear him up. That's what Ethan Krenelstein did. He can't deal with no. Wrestlers can't beat close guard. I don't know why. They just can't beat close guard. Now, if you give him too much space, if you do too much space, yeah, if you give him too much space, he's gonna run around. Now, the same thing. That's how you roll wrestlers. You put them in close guard. You got it. Now, most jiu-jitsu people, no-gi people, don't have fundamentals. They don't know close guard unless they're 10th planet, West Coast 10th planet. Most people don't even know how to play close guard. If you got a flexible guard against him, a flexible close guard game, it's over with. Now, he's going to gas you out. You got to be conditioned too. Even Jason, wrestlers can't pass no close guard. It's simple. It's so simple that most people can't do it. Because most people nowadays, they don't learn fundamentals. I know. I don't teach anymore. I don't even teach fundamentals anymore. Because everybody wants to learn heel hooks and blah, 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 this, that. They don't even know how to do. Most people can't even do a close guard armbar. And I saw a video of Gianni Grippo. Let me pull that up. Most people can't even do close guard. They can't even do the armbar triangle omoplata combo from back in the day. Sarah said she's been doing fundamental. Yeah. So Sarah might do better against Dorian Oliveras than some of these other guys because they don't have fundamentals. And the new school of jiu-jitsu, classes are shorter, less fundamentals, less attention to detail. So it's hard to. Most people ain't got time. You don't have time to teach fundamentals. Most people ain't got the brain capacity, or they don't have the patience to learn the fundamental stuff. So I had to learn all that fundamental stuff. I had to learn all the self-defense stuff, all that stuff. Yeah. And you know what? Back in the day, people were really cross-trained. Not just, gi and no-gi. They trained some other martial arts. You knew a little bit of striking. Back in the day, you kind of knew a little bit of striking, some kicks, some self-defense. Some people even know some weapons. Nowadays, people, they won't put no work in. So again, fundamentals are important. If you want to see, that's why Hodger Gracie was so good. He beat you. If you got Hodger Gracie's close guard, that was kind of it for you. If you got Hodger Gracie's close guard, that was kind of it. Well, I lost. You kind of already knew. Gracie combatives, yeah, that stuff works now. The issue with the Gracie combatives and the Gracie University, they don't roll. They know everything, but they don't roll, So that's one issue with them. It says Knox Jolie Pitt competes in Muay Thai. Is that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's son? I don't know. What happened to the video? That's like a sparring session. That's not a fight. That wasn't no fight. Yeah, look at that. That wasn't no fight. Oh, exhibition. My bad. Exhibition. It said that. Let's see. Oh. Sports Center reposted jiu-jitsu video. It's at an AJP tour in Qatar. Now, I don't suggest you guys attempt that at home. You're gonna blow your ACL out. William Tackett says, only been here 10 minutes and already seen 3 fake injuries and 6 wins by advantage.
I don't know though.
Now you know William Tackett, Andrew Tackett, William Tackett, they in Dana White's pocket. He says if you ever expect to make money competing, you can't be doing this, y'all. This ain't IBJJF's fault. The matches are boring. Cody Steele says nothing puts me to sleep harder than some IBJF matches. Jiu-jitsu, just don't. It's not IBJJF or UFC BJJ. It's just BJJ is boring. Sarah break her neck and her knee somehow. BJJ is boring. I love jiu-jitsu, but it's boring. It's not World Cup. Even soccer can be boring. Every sport can be boring. Now, in America, that's why we got so many commercial breaks. As soon as something gets a little bit boring, cut the commercial. That's why we got too many commercial breaks. But you know what? It's okay to be a little bored. You guys, we live in a time where people can't be bored anymore. Remember back in the day when we didn't have a cell phone or anything? You used to be bored. I'm bored. What your parents tell you to do? Well, go outside. Go read a book. Go play. Go do something. Listen, back in the day when you got bored, you just use your imagination. Remember when you were bored and you had to use your imagination to keep yourself entertained? Yeah, you just had to use your imagination. Talk to yourself. Talk to your imaginary friend or something. Who cares? Parents back in the day didn't care if you were bored. You bored. They'll give you something to be bored about. Oh no, they'll use violence against you. You knew better. Instead of telling everybody you bored, go do something. How about you go do something? He said he over there bored. Go walk around. Go have a conversation. When you're bored, go have a conversation. Go get some $25 acai. Go take some pictures with your fans. I don't know. Check your email. You bored? You don't have to sit there. You don't have to sit there looking all whack and stuff. You don't even need to post this. Why even post this? This don't make you look good, William Tackett. You could have left this in the drafts. I need to make that T-shirt. Yeah, just you don't need to post everything, y'all. You could just, hey, I'm bored. Let me go walk. Take a walk. You know what you go do? Go walk around the venue. Go see what you could do. I don't know. Craig Jones hanging out with what's that guy's name again? Tom Hardy. Yeah, Tom Hardy. He hanging out with Tom Hardy over there. All right. Craig got a new boyfriend. Sorry, Craig. My bad. I'm sorry.
I've been saying it forever. I'm getting younger every year. It was a joke at first, and now it's just like, well, I feel better now. My body feels better than it did in the past. And if I look at my inflammation markers, they're down. So it's like, maybe I'm doing something right. And then also just like the training process and schedule and everything is pretty dialed in down here at Penn State. So being able to use those coaches and use those resources and just really put everything together is really helpful for an old guy like me, 35.
So he's bringing that up because can we find the video? Because Zahid was like, I'm gonna beat Dake. Dake gets old, blah 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 blah. Where was that clip at? Let's see if I can find that. That didn't age too well. Where's that clip? Anyway, he was like, Dake is old. It's my time. Maybe I'll find it on YouTube. I don't know if I can find the interview. Yeah, it might be gone. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, let's listen to this real fast.
Yeah, just all glory to God, seriously.
Oh, was it?
Coming out here.
Depends on your school.
You try to do it by yourself.
Some schools have half guard
And all
as their
My
curriculum.
body's good. My emotions
Some
are
schools
good.
got berimbolo as their
My mind is
basics.
good. But you gotta get your spirit right. And it's been a work in progress for me. Losing my dad in 24, falling short at the Olympics, dealing with my son stuff, and then last year was just a year of spiritual growth and really finding out who I am and what I'm about. And I went out that first match. I thought I won.
Let me skip a little bit.
Just really thankful for them. I'm excited to see my family. All the coaches put a ton into me. On the board. He should have been here tonight, and he was.
Did you experience that last year after losing this final series?
Maybe. Well, just told me, hey, I need you this year.
Even when you were beating Zahid definitively at 79 kilos, he's always been able to score on you. What changed this last match where you were able to completely shut him down?
My coaches are awesome. When it comes down to it, we're the best coaches in the world, and the preparation and just how they are, who they are as people, how they carry themselves is unmatched. And I think that played a big role. I'm wrestling Levi every Friday in matches, and I can't get a collar tie on the guy because he just rolls it every 5 seconds. And he just wrestles so hard, and if I know if he gets to my legs, he's gonna pick me up and try to slam me. So just keeping my legs away and keeping them off balance. Trying to make sure Snyder can't pick me up and slam me is another pretty hard thing to do. So it's I have so many resources, and I'm just really, really, really fortunate to have found Penn State Wrestling Club. I'm just really happy to be here.
In match 2, there was a long break, and it almost looked like you were meditating or kind of focusing yourself. What were you doing there?
Just praying. God, if this is your will, your will be done. It seems pretty simple, but it's really freeing to be able to just say that and feel it, and know it, and you can feel the sensation in your body just letting it go. And there's a greater plan than my plans, and they're better than mine. It's a cool journey to be on, and you hear a lot of guys talk about it and say it and live it, and it's been knocking on my door for a long time, and I'm just happy to finally have opened it.
You scored.
Obviously the next step is all over the world.
Biden and Obama been going after Trump. Sarah, can we play your match? Are you okay with that? Let me know in the chat.
Look, it's not just his deliberate distortion and destruction of NATO, and it's choosing Putin as over American allies, or the fact that he's diminished our standing in the eyes of the world more than any president in history has. It's not just his vanity projects, tearing down the east wing of the White House, making room for his ballroom, putting his name on the Kennedy Center, building an arch in his own honor, even hiring his own pool guy to fix the reflecting pool. Whoa, what a loser.
You made that man came out of whatever he was out of his brain fog to say that.
Look, folks, it's not just that. Look, it's not.
Sarah, that said that's her president right there. He made that man come out of. I never seen somebody go from senile to engage like that, mentally engaged like that. Shout out to Trump.
Reflecting pool reflects something even worse than the narcissism and incompetence at the core of this administration. It's the corruption. The corruption.
Hey, we always been corrupt.
Corruption.
We always been corrupt, though.
Corruption on a scale never seen before in American history in any administration. Trump has made billions of dollars since returning to the White House. It's simply stunning to me. He has no shame.
Nope.
And frankly, it's embarrassing for the country. But Trump could care less.
It says corruption, calling out corruption. That's true. We got Miss Sarah out here. Let's watch the battle bonnet, okay? We'll give you some constructive feedback. Or maybe we'll just watch and see. God dang, Sarah, you got about 8 stripes on your belt. It made you fight a blue belt too. God dang. All right, go get it, Sarah. Get it. All right, we got a guard pull. Sarah working the pass. All right. Got the shin on the bicep. Okay.
Get your knee in on him.
Sarah got that 12 years of pressure right there.
Catch her right arm on him. There you go. There you go.
Okay, trying to turtle.
Turn back in.
Okay, nice.
Very good.
Pass the guard, Sarah. Sarah don't even do gi though. I can tell.
Watch your arm.
I don't know the points. I'm not sure the points. I haven't been paying attention. I thought it was 2 guard passes, but so at least 6 points possibly. Yeah, you like this kind of crucifix kind of control here.
You're good, Autumn.
All right, Sarah, what you gonna do? What submission you gonna do, Sarah?
Shrimp away.
Man, that girl ain't doing nothing though. She over there. What happened? I thought she was about to tap out.
Oh, she's tapping.
Sarah, you had no submission on her. Why was she tapping out? Sarah, that wasn't no submission. What submission was that? Sarah, what submission was that? The arm, the elbow, your knee pinched your skin or something? What was that? What submission was that? Yeah, but why did she tap out? You need to compete some more. We need you to compete some more, man. That was too easy. It says crazy takedown to get the lapel. Yeah, but you weren't going for a submission. She just started tapping out. It says crazy takedown into the tables at ADCC Windsor. Oh no! It done broke the TV. That's what we want to see you, Sarah.
Oh!
Fatigue? Oh. You still can't tap out to that.
Yes, good. Oh!
What was he doing? Oh, he wasn't the referee. It was a different referee.
Yes,
No, that was the referee. That referee did a terrible job. He did a terrible job. Fatigue. Oh, that seems to be a that might be a lawsuit waiting to happen. It says bronze medal for Roddy Ferguson Jr. Now, I still don't know why they named her Junior. Can somebody explain that to me? I don't understand that. She wins her first senior IJF International Jiu-Jitsu Federation Continental Open medal in Johannesburg, South Africa. All right, shout out to her. Historic weekend. Makes history. First person to medal at the cadet, junior, and senior divisions in one weekend at the African Open. Shout out to her. Now, she might win that Olympics, man. That might be something she could do. It says, who's next for Ethan Krinelstein? I never seen Ethan Krinelstein in a gi before.
Defense. That's a jawbreaker.
The jawbreaker. It says, World Cup fans, when it's time to return home. No, where's my video? Oh, they took the video out. Okay, Scott's tried ranch dressing for the first time.
Ranch sauce. You've got ranch sauce in the UK.
These people, I don't know, these people don't really eat well. What's wrong with the UK? You guys ain't got no food over there? You guys got some ethnic food over there. I know you got Jamaican and Indian food and stuff like that, Pakistani. You guys got... They ain't got no seasoning over there. They ain't got no sauce over there. Now, I will say, when I went to... And I've been to England a couple times, I was like, why am I eating a tomato for breakfast? Why is there beans and tomato on the breakfast? I was like, wait a second. Wait, that don't really seem quite right. They out the fish and chips. Now you gotta put that vinegar on there. Put that vinegar all over it. They don't really be eating right like I like. And Sarah, maybe she can eat that food over there. Why are they eating like they still in World War II? I just don't understand it.
Fucking delicious.
That's delicious.
Get some of that in you.
That's just some Popeye's chicken, bro. That ain't no good chicken.
This is absolutely out of this world. Ranch sauce. You've got ranch sauce in the UK. It's fucking delicious.
It ain't.
Get some of that in you.
It's not a sauce.
This ranch sauce is
it's not even a sauce.
Out of this world.
It's a dressing. It goes on vegetables. And you can put it on, French fries and that stuff. Why they act like they ain't ate no real food before. I feel sad for them. When I went to UK, man, it'd be kind of cloudy. Well, the city I used to live in was pretty cloudy too. Imagine your food's bad and your weather's bad. That's too much. You can't have both of those together. It does. Oh, bad news is Louis Farrakhan announces death of his wife, Mother Khadijah, after 72 years of marriage. 72 years of marriage? God dang. I hope to make it to 72 years the way I'm living. But R.I.P. to her. Louis Farrakhan, yeah. I didn't realize he's in his 90s. God, some of you guys can't even hold a relationship for about a couple months. A couple years. And some of you guys, you can be celebrating 20 years. Some of you people celebrating 20 years together. And look, that's over 3 times as long. Almost 4 times as long as 20 years of marriage. That's amazing right there. Shout out to them. I don't know if we're going to have too many 72-year marriages no more, the way you guys are going. In bad news, we got DJ Academics over here touching up on Daphne Joy. Now, marriage extended. Are you sure? But they be looking tired. They live longer, but they be looking haggard. Some of the married guys be looking haggard. They be looking emasculated, denigrated, interpreted, perpetrated, whatever those words are. The married guys, they be living longer, but you know what? They be out. They be. We'll experiment. We'll experiment. See who lives longer, the married dude or the happy dude, happy single dude, happy single dude. And some of that's because single guys have riskier behavior. They be skydiving and riding motorcycles and driving fast. When you single, that's what you do. When you married, you know what? Let me stay at home and do the laundry and mow the grass. Shout out to my homie. One day it was 4th of July. He's like, we trained. He's like, okay, I need to go cut the grass. I'm like, bro, it's 4th of July. You need to go relax. So we'll see. But you know what? Married guys complain the most. them dudes be complaining the most. When I talk to married guys, not when their wives are around, of course. They be complaining the most. Married guys complain the most. Can we all agree to that? They be complaining the most. Well, my wife did this. I can't do that. No, not the kids. They be complaining. That's all they do is complain. Single guys, what single guys be doing? They be out there. They just be having fun. Live streaming. Live streaming every week. We got much LOL Snap and even CP. Not when you around. They not complaining when the wife around. When they're with the boys. When he go to open mat, he complaining. So anyway, DJ Academics might fall into this. This is a trap right here. You need to get out of this, lady. Get out of her. You need to pull out of there right this instant. She don't really like you, bro. Because you lame. Now, she doing some stuff to him I probably never experienced before. She doing some stuff to him I ain't never experienced before. And you know what? Sometimes you don't need to experience everything. Because if she put it on you, you might not be able to get out of there. If she put it on you, you might not be able to get out of there. Now her ankles, she might twist her ankles over there. She got some strong feet on them hills. She got some strong feet on them hills, though. She look like she could climb some rocks with her feet. Shout out to my Filipinos, bro. I love my Filipinos. She got that feet that can, grab stuff. Shout out my Filipinos. DJ Academic, get out of there. She about to suck your soul out. She said, okay, another one. She got him under her spell. Look at him. He look like he under a spell. He under her spell right there. She got him. Somebody said, I know he paid $200K. Oh, no. He paying her bills. We got Helena over here. Helena, what kind of outfit was that, though? I don't know if that outfit was very flattering, Helena. That ain't the flattering. That's not a flattering picture. That's not a flattering picture right there. Okay, let me jump off of there. Oh, she has some more? Worse than the Kardashian? Who? This girl? They all terrible to me. And the Kardashians have done more harm because, they had the whole family behind them. She, I don't know. It says Drake stops by viral food spot, lost in the sauce, and reviews his plate.
Lost in the sauce, where you coming from?
Came all the way from Toronto, Canada, the 6th, but I also live in Brenham, Texas, so I'm repping both at the same time.
To tap in.
Yeah, tap in for sure.
Thank you.
Love. Where do you live? He live in a couple different places. You live in Texas now?
Mm-hmm. Loaded fries. I came to you, by the way. Fire.
He didn't get out of his car, though.
Fire.
That does look, a slider. I love me some sliders.
Great.
Shout out to AJ, my homie AJ in New Jersey. He said, you coming down for some sliders? I was like, man, I can't make it right now. But shout out to AJ. AJ got some good sliders, man. Now, I eat about 10 of them, maybe more. And I don't care about calories when it's time for sliders. We got Yonezuka over here. He's probably the best bet for America right now. tossed. Sarah said, "Don't talk with food in your mouth," but whatever. It's Drake. He can do whatever he want. Was he talking with his food in his mouth? Let me listen.
Away from Toronto, Canada, the 6, but I also live in Brenham, Texas, so I'm repping both at the same time.
He live everywhere.
Yeah,
he got money.
Tapped in for sure.
If I got money,
I gotta try something.
I'll have a couple houses.
Mm-hmm. Loaded fries. I came to you, by the way. Fire.
Well, you gotta film the video, Fire. Sarah. You want him not to talk and tell you how good the food
Fire,
is?
Hawaiian bun, great.
Where's napkins at?
Tap in.
Lost in the sauce. Where you coming from?
Came
on. Drake. Shout out to Drake. He was not at the BET Awards either. iShowSpeed drew 9.2 million views for a FIFA that even Fox couldn't keep up with. iShowSpeed's deal, FIFA, Fox, and YouTube gave iShowSpeed rights to simulcast. So I can't do that. I'm a normal person. I can't watch some of that stuff with you guys. But he got the rights to watch the World Cup matches directly to his audience. It's the first time FIFA has guaranteed a content creator official co-streaming rights in U.S. broadcasting history. The results, iShowSpeed drew 9.2 million viewers for Portugal's World Cup opener on Wednesday. That figure is likely to outperform Fox's own broadcast television network audience for that same match. Now, some of those people aren't real. Some of those are bots, but whatever. It is amazing. Why FIFA did it? Traditional TV and streaming platforms are losing younger audiences who consume sport through creators, not channels. FIFA built a new distribution model around where the attention already lives. Hey, that's what we're doing right now. I'm curating the content for you. Fox lags on reach. A 21-year-old streamer with a loyal audience, which is a global audience too, outreach a broadcaster that paid hundreds of millions for rights. Distribution is no longer about who owns the platform. It's about who owns the attention. Founders takeaway. Stop asking which platform to advertise on. Start asking which creator your audience already trusts. Do you guys trust me? And build your distribution strategy around them. That's pretty cool. So, a lot of kids, Gen Z, they said, they kind of, they follow certain content creators that are, maybe experts in their field or, entertaining or, whatever, versus just going through the traditional media routes. For reference, I'm watching the World Cup on TV. I'm over here watching commercials. I'm like, who the hell is watching this? And then, I'm watching the, QVC. They over here, the shopping, the TV shopping. I forgot that was still around. They over here trying to sell some cheap jewelry to people. And I'm thinking, who's over here watching this stuff and buying this stuff? But I guess older people are. But the younger people, I don't see younger people watching TV like that. They're going to be on their phones or something or, whatever. So they're reaching, through guys like Speed and these other streamers and other content creators. They're reaching, different audience. It says recovery maxing.
The players who recover fastest aren't doing more in the gym, they're eating differently. 4 foods, that's the gap. Number 1, sardines, the hyped food that's actually great for recovery. Sardines have more omega-3 per gram than salmon. EPA and DHA reduce inflammatory markers post-match and enhance your muscle function and lower injury risk over a full season. They also contain vitamin D, one of the most common deficiencies in footballers and directly linked to soft tissue injury rates. Canned in olive oil 2 to 3 times per week, more nutrient dense than most supplements in your bag. Number 2, wild blueberries. Anthocyanins do what ice baths claim to. The anthocyanins in blueberries reduce oxidative stress and measurably lower muscle damage markers after intense training. And studies show faster recovery of peak muscle force in 24 to 48 hours post-match. And frozen works exactly as well as fresh. Number 3, kefir. Your gut is your recovery engine. 80% of your immune system lives in your gut, and kefir delivers 10 to 50 billion live cultures per serving. Bacteria that directly regulates inflammation and immune function. A compromised gut microbiome means slower recovery, more illness and higher systemic inflammation. And kefir is often better tolerated than regular milk, more bioavailable than probiotic supplements, and a fraction of the cost. And try to make your own. And number 4, kiwi before bed. A randomized control trial showed 2 kiwis 1 hour before sleep reduced time to fall asleep by 35% and improved sleep duration and quality. Kiwis contain serotonin, tryptophan and vitamin C, compounds associated with better sleep signaling and less cortisol, which obviously helps at night for more growth hormone release during sleep, meaning faster muscle repair. The players who recover fastest aren't doing more in the gym.
Seriously, no kefir. Let me see what's this girl's name again?
What's
Suni Lee. Let's see what she got to say. Nah, she need to settle down. She over here talking about it. Her homegirl Simone Biles settled down now. She looked like she ready to jump out of her marriage, but that's neither here nor there.
type? Or
My
you want to
type?
say?
I feel like my type is like athletes.
Yeah.
I like a very like emotionally intelligent man. Hey guys, it's Suni Lee, and
I'm
I'm
out of
gonna
there.
be matching Knicks players
I'm
to
out of there.
gymnastics events. OG, I would maybe do beam for him. I feel like he's very like strategic, but also he's very skilled, so I would go beam.
I mean, I really got sucked into the Knicks fandom this year, so
She's not even from New York.
Let's go. Ooh, don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance?
I gotta leave her to you guys. I can't, I need to stick with my sisters. Sisters, where are you? I need to stick to the sisters. I can't handle these girls like that. Let me go with my sisters with the bonnet on.
A Spanish.
We don't got that much time left. Let's see. Oh, speaking of sisters, this is what some of you guys look like. Some of you guys with the snow bunny. This is what you guys be looking like.
Oh my god, you beat it! Oh my god!
So you had in the race? No.
So good to see you!
No, I'm going with the sisters only. That's how some of you guys look like.
Come on, let's go!
This guy's
You're
facial expression.
These are for you, my handsome prince.
Oh, she got him tens and the sleeves.
Looks so handsome on you. Look at that.
Shout out to my actor brother. He looking at his passport.
I made you some authentic pounded yam and a goosey soup. I hope you like it.
I never had that fufu or whatever it's called.
Right? It's just like the motherland, right?
I never had that. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna let my homies do all that. It says RAF gold medalists, 8 Olympic champions on one card. Dang. That's amazing right there. Shout out to my Olympians. Marcelo Garcia says, we are hiring, looking for someone down to earth, positive attitude. Now they've had some guys over there I wouldn't trust with $2 over there. They used to have some guys over, I won't name any names. They had some coaches over there I wouldn't trust I wouldn't trust my worst enemy with, really. They're looking for someone down to earth, or people who are down to earth, positive attitude, reliable and professional, passionate about jiu-jitsu, trains consistently with the team, encourages a supportive training environment, leads by example, patient with beginners and kids, and strong communicator. Now what the salary looking like? They asking for a lot. Patience, strong communication, trained consistently with the team, and passionate. How much they paying you? New York City expensive. That's in Manhattan, by the way. That's expensive. If you make $100,000 in New York City, you broke. Them girls in New York City want you making $500,000. Did you not know that? Now Marcelo ain't gonna pay you $500,000. he probably got $500,000. He ain't gonna pay you or me to teach for $500,000. You might get $30,000 over there. You can't even afford to take the train with $30,000 a year. That train pass, how much it costs for MTA monthly pass? Let's see real fast. That thing about $300, I think. Hey, you know we got research the cost over here. AI, how much it costs? Not MARTA. MTA. New York MTA. Oh, they don't do no monthly pass no more? I mean, you know, $3 a ride. How much $3? 3 times 30? $90 if you go every day. $1,200 a year. That was more. Okay, that's not terrible. But yeah, you still gotta pay. It costs money. It costs money to get in and out of there. They say that's for California and Hawaii and New York. Part-time instructor. Oh, nah, get out of there. Part-time instructor. Part-time. Who gonna? That means you gotta work a full-time job and then go over there and work part-time after your full-time job. That's too much, bro. You gotta pay people, bro. That's one issue with jiu-jitsu. They don't want to pay people. Which reminds me, I got a Reddit topic about that. So you gotta pay people. Now it might be a nice little side gig, you know, for someone younger or older, but you know, eventually, the way the economy is going, you can't afford. You know, there's no health insurance with that part-time. You can't afford to play around in New York City. You can't even afford to live in New York City right like that. So maybe they'll get someone. All I know, everybody done left there. What was this? I don't want to read that. Oh, this sister had a nice takedown though. Brazilian girl. Oh. Hey, that's the girl with the long hair, Sarah. That's her hair. That's her hair like that, yeah. That's the girl. I think that's the girl with the long hair. Yeah, I see her hair roots. Oh! Yeah, that's her hair. She got that Brazilian hair.
Atenção, atleta Eduardo Gomes, Laço Frank.
That's what we wanted to see in Sarah's match. Armbar.
Lucas Gabriel Luiz, da equipe Grace Cimento, comandador número 2.
Hey, nice. We got Roddy Ferguson. Roddy Ferguson.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Dr. Roddy Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, 4-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, ultimate speaker and coach. And I'm here in South Africa with the champ. This young man won the junior African championships yesterday. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. What's your name?
Amokelo Koloi.
Amokelo Koloi.
Amokelo Koloi.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, so what happened yesterday on the mat? How did you win?
So my first fight was against France, and I did my favorite technique, which is the Yoku Tomoe. I think I scored 2 Yukos and I did a Kataguruma, which is a very rare variation of Kataguruma. So, yeah.
Okay, and I met your mom in the stands. And she was very upset.
No, she's my coach, by the way.
Oh, she was very upset because you kept doing Yoko Tomoe when you were up by when you had to leave up by Wazari, still doing Yoko Tomoe. But listen, your display of technique yesterday was absolutely fantastic.
We didn't much to explain everything, terminology for us.
So it was a pleasure to watch you yesterday. One more thing. Did you learn something today when we were on the mat?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Technique. When you sharpen your technique, you can beat your opponent.
100%. And you don't have to win all your matches. Okay? You can win them all or not win.
I don't know either, man. I ain't from that. I'm not from Africa like that.
Absolutely fantastic. I had an absolutely fantastic time with him in the back. We went over some Newaza techniques. Hopefully it helped out your game.
100%.
Can you give the people your Instagram?
Kamo.Kuloy from South Africa.
So it's Kamo.Kuloy.
Kamo.Kuloy, yeah.
Boom. He's going to give it to me and I'm going to tag him in the post. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Bless.
All right. What was his name? God damn. Kamo Galio Kaloy. I can't say. I'm sorry. I butchered that. I can't say people's names. When your names, I messed it up. Sarah can't say it either. Let me see this kid. He ain't got too much on his social. Oh, he young. All right, look at the brother. My African brother over there. All right, let me see. I got no time. I'm about to jump off and watch that game. It says black belt instructors, what's your salary? Now I won't tell you what my salary used to be. I know a lot of people's salaries. I won't tell you their salaries, but there's people that are broke and there's people that are doing pretty good. Stop us here. There's people that are broke and there's people that are doing good and there's people that are rich. You know, your AOJ guys, you know, your Alliance guys, the top guys, they're rich. You know, they're rich. They're in a different tax bracket than me. But that's how the pyramid works. The money does not trickle down the pyramid, y'all. Someone says, gym owner here, looking to add an instructor to our team down the line and trying to plan headcount budget. Our first instinct is $5,000 a month salary and hopefully offering health insurance. Most places don't. Some places do offer that. What other perks would be valuable? Most instructors have real jobs. That's true. I know a lot of guys, you know, that have real jobs, and the gym's the fun activity that brings in a little bit of cash. Usually, you know, they have their pension and everything else with their main job. It just depends, really. I've seen everything. Some people are rich, some people are poor, and then you get some people that used to be rich and are now poor. What is that? Oh, something jumping around. Look at Autos. They were making bank. I bet you they were making $200,000 a month. But that's an outlier. Most schools ain't making that $200,000 a month, y'all. The top of the pyramid are the rich. Yeah. And if you're not at the top, and if you're not Brazilian, shout out to my Brazilians. If you're not Brazilian and you're not at the top, you're probably not making that money like that. Now, some guys will get some money. A couple guys will get, you know, some handout. They'll give you some scraps, as they will say. I won't name any names. Some gyms are making a lot of money. The cool thing about having a gym that's successful, you bring in so much revenue. Now, profit, that's it. That's a different issue. Profit, you don't know their expenses. You know, that rent, some of these places rent is $10,000, $20,000 a month, maybe more. Some places, the insurance, if you own the building, when that HVAC go out, you got to pay the $20,000 right there. You have your employees, you have your labor costs, your front desk person costs money, your salesperson costs money, the instructor costs money, kids instructor costs money, beginner instructor costs money. There are a lot of expenses, and you guys use a lot of toilet paper. That toilet paper is not cheap. And the paper towels. You guys be using paper towels like you own the place. Now, some of these guys make a lot of money. You know, the Gavals, your Mendez brothers, they live in multi-million-dollar houses. You know, they drive very nice brand new cars. They making money, or were making money. But most people, most gyms ain't gonna be like that. Most gyms are single owner operator. They don't got no affiliates. They have less than 100 students. You know, but there are some successful gyms. There's some big dojos out there too. I know a couple places they got. You know, a couple franchises out there. The roof is $40,000. Yeah, HVAC $40. There's no. It's not like you just have the money and you just keep all the money. You know, usually some costs are going somewhere. And and that labor cost, it does add up. But on the flip side, they be over here, paying you $20 a class. You're a black belt world champion, you get paid $20 a class. It's very much like a cult. They take all your money and they don't give you nothing back, really. But some of the schools are doing well. Hey, listen, some of these schools, Gracie universities, they do pretty well. They do pretty well. Most gyms aren't doing that well, though. To be honest, most gyms aren't run well. They're not run as a business. Yeah, look, I know this. I talked to. Who do you think? Most of my friends have schools, are instructors. I know all this stuff. I know exactly what you guys do. I know you guys in and out better than you guys know yourselves. I know you be using up all the toilet paper. And I know you guys be making a mess in the bathroom. Your coaches tell me these people can't aim, messing up the toilet paper off the outside the trash bin. You guys be bleeding up on the ceiling. How you get blood up on the ceiling? Yeah, you guys use up all the soap. That's why they don't put no expensive soap in there. You guys use up all the shampoo, all the body wash. You guys are expensive, man. And then, you want your coach to go to the tournament and coach you. He didn't get paid extra for that. He paid for the guys. He got to pay for the acai. He got to pay to get into the venue sometimes. So there's nothing but cost in this sport. So some people are doing well. Most people not doing well. And there's some people just surviving. So that's all I can say. Was there anything else I cared about? I got to go. I'm about to watch that Japan game. Come on, Japan. We had some other stuff I wanted to watch, but it's too late now. Let me watch what Nia doing real fast. I might have to post that on social media. That was a good little crash up. They're getting hype over there. Sarah says she want to train with Nia. She want to train with Nia. But listen, Sarah. She a bigger version of you. She a bigger version of you, Sarah. That's a very strong lady. She'll fold Sarah up like some laundry. Now, I will say Cassie did kind of much trouble, but
This was a heavy as shit.
you snuck in 3 whole meals? Yeah. That's how you do it, Bonnet. Shadow Bonnet. Hey. You can't handle her?
Send me that so I can, whenever I'm sad, reload it! Thank you, Dad, get back up!
That's beyond over there. They're over there listening to Migos. Why they listen to Migos over there? They got no British hip hop. Uh-oh, Nia. CP used to coach her. Maybe CP will coach Sarah too. Help her out. I don't watch anymore. There was some other stuff, but that's kind of it for me. All right, y'all, that's it. I'm gonna go watch the football game. We'll see how. Where's my jersey at? Should I put my jersey on? I'll put my jersey on later. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna watch some football. What's the schedule again? I'll make sure. Y'all, this week, I'm gonna try my best to live stream. I'm also doing a race later, the Peachtree Peachtree Road Race this weekend. Who's playing today? Shoo! Let me see. Okay, we got Brazil and then Germany. Shoot. Tomorrow I gotta be done. We might be streaming early for the rest of this week because I want to watch some of these matches. Screw the live stream. It's the World Cup. I'm not Speed. I can't show you the World Cup. I don't got the rights like Speed got it. I'm gonna have to watch that Norway game and the Sweden game tomorrow, and then the next day. Who fighting the next day? Wednesday. I don't really care about Wednesday. Wednesday we should be okay. Ooh, Spain. We're gonna be live streaming early this week, guys, because I gotta watch some of these games. Friday. Who's fighting? Ooh, Argentina. Oh, I gotta watch that one. Ooh. I don't care about Switzerland. Okay, we're gonna have to be streaming earlier this week so I can watch these games. Sarah said don't give up on us, and I'm saying I'm gonna be watching the World Cup. The World Cup wins. World Cup beats jiu-jitsu every day. It's like rock, paper, scissors. All right, y'all, that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier. And if you missed the live stream, you can always watch this video later, right? No issues. All right, that's it for me. See you guys later. Let's go, Brazil. Sarah said don't give up. I don't know, Sarah. I'm trying. I'm trying. 80% said Japan can't win. 20% said they can. So.
Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting